GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers. Navigating the insidious illness of Alzheimer's is something nobody asks for. The disease sneaks up on you and your loved one, and it feels like you've been sucker punched in the gut. Then you ask, where do we turn for help? Who do we call? What do we do? These questions and more are what we hope to answer and give you some direction and hope. Now let's join our host, Jeff Edwards.
Greetings and welcome. This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, the not-so-sexy podcast, episode 79. Welcome back. We're glad you've joined us today. I'm your host, Jeff Edwards. This week, we'll hear about GLP-1s and Alzheimer's, what you need to know, and how many daily steps to slow Alzheimer's decline. Greetings from our sponsor, Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care. Now, this wouldn't be GutPunched if we didn't go over our rules or tenets. The tenets we follow at GutPunched, Alzheimer's, and Caregivers are very simple. Number 1, you must take care of yourself, because if something happens to you, who is going to take care of your loved one? Number 2, you can't do it alone. You need help. Find good caregiver groups or network with friends and relatives. Number 3, make a list of people, friends, relatives, co-workers who have offered to help you in time of need, and then make a list of things you need done but can't do yourself because caregiving duties are overwhelming. Use the lists. Start at the top. Keep going till you get what you need done. Done. You're going to find it very helpful. Number 4, create a help signal. Identify a cue or phrase to confirm your loved one is comfortable with receiving help. This is for when you have caregivers outside of family helping with caregiving duties. It will help put them at ease. Number 5, caregiving. Love it or hate it. It will be your life till it's not. Give it your all. The podcast is growing in leaps and bounds. Thank you very much for that. Can you help us grow even more? If you would please share this podcast with others. Maybe you know someone who has a family member or friends who are dealing with a loved one who has Alzheimer's or any type of dementia. You can just send them the link or send them to GutPunched.com. Help them help themselves and others. Maybe they need the information and resources. Let them know that they're not alone. There is help and hope out there for everyone. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the podcast. Just push the subscribe button. Okay, here we go. This is an article from the Alzheimer's Association, GLP-1s and Alzheimer's, what you need to know. In recent months, a class of drugs called GLP-1 receptor agonists, widely known for treating type 2 diabetes and obesity, has gained attention for a surprising new possibility, helping to treat Alzheimer's disease. This potential breakthrough is generating excitement as researchers await results from EVOKE and EVOKE Plus, 2 global clinical trials studying semaglutide, a GLP-1 drug. These findings could represent a pivotal moment for Alzheimer's care, shaping how the disease is treated and managed for years to come. Now, what are GLP-1s? GLP-1s, glucagon-like peptide 1 receptor agonists, are medications designed to help the body regulate blood sugar levels. Now, you may recognize some of the most common GLP-1 drugs by name. Semaglutide, sold under the brand names Ozempic, Wegovy, and Rybelsus. Liraglutide, marketed as Victoza and Saxenda. Tirzepatide, known as Mounjaro and Zepbound. While originally developed for diabetes and weight management, GLPs may also have effects on the brain and the nervous system. Research suggests these drugs can reduce brain inflammation, improve blood vessel health, and even protect neurons. These findings have opened the door to exploring whether GLP-1s could be repurposed to help treat and prevent Alzheimer's. The EVOKE and EVOKE Plus trials and why they matter. There are 2 global phase 3 clinical studies that are underway to answer an important question. Can semaglutide slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease? EVOKE, testing semaglutide in people with early-stage Alzheimer's disease, including mild cognitive impairment. Evoke Plus testing semaglutide but expanding to a broader population, allowing participants who have extensive small blood vessel damage in the brain. Now, expected later this year, the results could have far-reaching implications. If semaglutide provides effective, it would be the first drug originally approved for another condition to be repurposed and made widely available for Alzheimer's treatment. Because semaglutide is already on the market and the Food and Drug Administration approved for other health conditions, access could potentially happen much faster than with a brand new medication. If the data are positive, the drug's manufacturer, Novo Nordisk, may apply for regulatory approval to the market semaglutide for Alzheimer's disease. This process will involve careful review of safety and efficacy by the FDA and other global agencies, and decisions about how and when the drug can be prescribed. Beyond semaglutide, a growing pipeline. While semaglutide is the first GLP-1 being studied in large Alzheimer's trials, it's not the only drug of interest. Other GLP-1s may also have protective effects on the brain. For example, liraglutide, early studies including data presented at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference, suggest it may lower the risk of dementia by improving blood flow and reducing inflammation. Tirzepatide, the newer drug that combines GLP-1 action with other mechanisms, is now being explored in preliminary studies. And future therapies, scientists are developing next-generation GLP-1 drugs that may have an even greater impact on brain health. And then there's combination therapies. Some trials may give us an initial understanding of potential combination approaches where GLP-1s could be combined with a monoclonal anti-amyloid treatment approved to treat Alzheimer's disease or other emerging therapies. This future approach may allow for treatments to target multiple biological pathways simultaneously, creating the potential for a greater therapeutic impact. This growing research pipeline provides hope that GLP-1s could become part of a new class of Alzheimer's treatment, potentially complementing other approaches that target amyloid and tau proteins. And what this means for families and caregivers? Well, as we await the Evoke trial results, families and individuals living with Alzheimer's may have questions about what this means for them right now. Here's what to keep in mind. 1. Do not start or stop medications without your healthcare provider's guidance. While semaglutide and other GLP-1s are already available for diabetes and other conditions, the version of semaglutide being tested in clinical trials is not yet approved for treatment of Alzheimer's disease. Important information about safety and efficacy are pending. More data is needed. While early findings around GLP-1 drugs are encouraging, we strongly believe in the importance of thorough clinical testings to ensure both efficacy and safety before any treatment becomes widely available. Stay informed. The Alzheimer's Association will provide updates as soon as trial results are released, helping you understand what the findings mean and how to discuss them with your healthcare team. And you could sign up for e-news to be among the first to know about new developments on GLP-1 drugs and other emerging therapies, and that's the Alzheimer's Association website. And also explore clinical trial opportunities. Participating in research remains one of the most powerful ways to move science forward. You can learn more about research participation through Trial Match, a free, easy-to-use research studies matching service that connects individuals living with cognitive impairment, Alzheimer's disease, or another dementia, caregivers, and healthy participants with current studies in their area. Our commitment to the Alzheimer's community. The time between a promising trial announcement and final regulatory decisions can be filled with both hope and uncertainty. The Alzheimer's Association is here to guide families, health professionals, and policymakers through this moment. And the coming months will be pivotal for Alzheimer's research and care. Help make sure the association can continue to provide critical information and programs to people facing Alzheimer's today and tomorrow. Donate now. We've been talking about Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care, a national award-winning company. Why? Because you need to know about them. If you have a loved one who has Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, or something equally demanding, and if you're at the point of needing help because you're overwhelmed or you're just in over your head, so to speak. Know this: Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care is here to help you. Service is their passion. Excellence is their promise. They are Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's care specialists. You can find them on the web at hbmhomecare.com, or you can call them at area code 239-603-6455. And you'll find a link for them on our website, which is gutpunched.com. Don't get overstressed. Reach out to Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care. Do it today. hbmhomecare.com. Here's something. Just 3,000 steps daily slows Alzheimer's decline. And this is an article written by Lindsay Allison, and it was posted in Newsmax. A new study found that taking as few as 3,000 to 5,000 steps daily can slow the decline of Alzheimer's disease in people at an increased risk by as much as 3 years. The study, published in Nature Medicine, involved older patients who had biological signs of the illness but no cognitive symptoms. The researchers also found that walking 5,000 to 7,000 steps daily slowed cognitive decline by 7 years, illustrating how exercise can benefit the brain according to Nature. Quote, "The very encouraging takeaway is that even a little bit of exercise seems to help," said Dr. Wei-Ying Wendy Yao, a neurologist at Mass General Brigham and the study's first author. She added that her research shows you don't need to take 10,000 steps a day to reap the cognitive benefits of walking. The 14-year study involved 300 participants between the ages of 50 and 90 years, some of whom had elevated levels of amyloid, a protein that forms toxic plaque in the brains of Alzheimer's sufferers, according to the Financial Times. The more active participants who had amyloid plaque had slower cognitive decline and a slower buildup of tau during this study, in which they were closely monitored. Now, tau is a protein found in neurons that forms tangles inside brain cells, which disrupts communication and contributes to cognitive decline in Alzheimer's patients. Physical activity didn't slow the buildup of amyloid, however, but experts say that tau appears to play a more direct role in cell damage and death. The study also showed that cognitive benefit of exercise seems to plateau between 5,001 and 7,500 steps daily. Quote, "We're all working on better treatments, better drugs, but we can't underestimate the value in these lifestyle factors that people can implement on their own to protect their brain health," said Yao. Unquote. Nearly 7 million people live with Alzheimer's in the U.S., and that's projected to double by 2060. The disease is among the 10 leading causes of death in the U.S., according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. There is growing evidence that exercise is a modifiable risk factor for Alzheimer's disease, along with other lifestyle factors such as nutrition. The new study adds to this research, and although it doesn't answer exactly why exercise reduces tau buildup and slows cognitive decline, Yao suggests that increased blood flow to the brain may play a role. Kind of a light article. Thought you might like to know about it.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
In the fight against Alzheimer's, now matters more than ever. Because now we have treatments that could change everything. But now is no time to stop. Now we've got momentum, so now we use it. Now we seize the moment. Now we turn the tide. Now we make a difference and make some noise. Now is the time to get up, get out, and join the movement. At the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, held in over 600 communities nationwide, and we need you with us. Because now is the time for hope. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
The Walk to End Alzheimer's in Lee County, Florida was a huge success. A big thank you to all of you who came out. Now, down in Collier County, their walk will take place November 22nd at Baker Park, 50 Riverside Circle, Naples, Florida. And their event begins at 8 a.m., ceremony plus the walk at 9 a.m. And if you're not sure when and where your walk will be, if they haven't happened already, because you're getting close for the end of this year, you can go to alz.org and click the link. That will give you the dates and locations for where you're located. One of the things we're working on for 2026 is to have our listeners, that's you, send us questions. things you need more information on or things you don't understand 100%, and we'll have them answered by a professional. It could be a doctor, a neurologist, a research expert, or even a professional caregiver. So start thinking about what you'd like to ask, jot them down, or you can even start sending them to us at GutPunchedAC@Outlook.com. This will be helpful to everyone who listens. For more information on some important resources, reach out to the Dubin Center at thedubincenter.com. And here's a new resource for you, Neuropsychiatric Research Center. Find them at www.nprc-swfl.com. And you can check out the Alzheimer's Support Network at alzsupport.org/about us. To find your local chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, you can call their toll-free hotline at 1-800-272-3900. That's 1-800-272-3900. They have a resource called Dementia Care Navigation Service, powered by Ripple and the Alzheimer's Association. Caregivers and people living with Alzheimer's or another dementia can access personalized dementia care for free, including a dedicated care navigator and tailored resources. You can call 855-271-2662 to get connected. That's 855-271-2662. Take the first step and contact them. We mention the guide frequently. It's another great resource and provides help in respite care. And people are finding out about it and signing up. It's free. Yes, it is. It's probably easier just to Google it, Edge it, or DuckDuckGo it, or reach out to Dr. Perry's HealthSpan Partners, and their website is https://healthspansouthwestflorida.com. And here's another new one, Aquilane Clinical Research. Find them at aquilaneresearch.com. Thanks to all those who help and contribute each week to build this podcast. Our website is gutpunched.com, and the email is gutpunchedac@outlook.com. Or you can email me at jeff@gutpunched.com. Thanks for joining us, and please come back again. God bless.
This has been Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, with your host, Jeff Edwards. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to us on all the platforms like Spotify, Apple, Pandora, and more. If you have a question or want to get in touch, our email is gutpunchedac@outlook.com.